Hey guys, Pete from PMG Auto Care. Today's video is all about this incredible Porsche Cayman GT4. So cars don't really get much more perfect than a Porsche Cayman GT4. I absolutely love them. The chassis is incredible. They look amazing, particularly with that aggressive front bumper, that huge wing on the back. Guards red's an amazing colour in them. And then you've got that wonderful engine that makes a noise that is just incredible. Now this particular car we actually detailed quite a few years ago for a previous client. It wasn't ceramic coated then, that customer wasn't really into coatings, but the newest owner is a long-term client of ours, one of our favourite customers, and well, he's used to the finish that we take the cars to the maximum, and then he's used to that ceramic protection. So this is going to get it in his ownership. Well, it'll be interesting to see. The car didn't look too bad in terms of paint defects, although there's a little fine film of dirt over the car. So once we get it washed, we'll really see what we're dealing with. But all in all, I don't anticipate that it's going to be too bad. It seems to have been properly cared for in the time from leaving us the last time. As I say, this customer making the purchase of the car. But there is always room for improvement, and the coatings really do add a benefit. And if you've had your car coated, particularly if you've had it coated with a top grade professional coating, well, the first thing you do when you get a new car is get that done. So we'll get it out into the wash bay. It's going to be a very, very simple wash process on this one, and then we can get it in under the correct lighting circumstances that allow us to really see the paint defects. And we'll just take it from there and see what the car needs.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. We can do nothing now. So what? If you're stupid then you know it's nothing wrong. You and me got a whole lot of meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you.
Two very special Porsches in the workshop at the minute. Lucky us, this lovely 911 Turbo S is actually getting the same process that we're doing with the GT4, but since this is the one that we're focusing on, we thought we'd maybe do something a little bit different. So our wash process is complete. It was very straightforward as we expected it to be. The car's in pretty good condition, and normally at the end of our wash montage we would throw in a few shots of the paint so you can get an idea of what we're going to be dealing with. But I thought this time around we'd maybe do something a little bit different, pop the camera off and show you around what it is exactly that we're looking at. when we get the car to this stage, this is all about assessments of paint. So we move the car back here. It's in the section of our studio that all the intense lighting means that defects really don't have anywhere to hide. And combined with some freestanding lighting that we move around the car, it means that we get to see every inch of the paintwork. And that all builds a picture as to what polish and pad we're going to use. Say this car really isn't that bad. I'm hoping actually that the defects will pick up quite clearly on camera. But this is a crucial part of the stage for us that determines what we're going to do next, what really way we're going to split up the time with polishing the car, what products we're going to choose, and how we get that end goal, which is as close to perfection as what we can get. So let's pop the camera off and join us as we walk around and assess it. So starting off with this bonnet, you'll see that, I mean, initially you might think, well, that looks pretty good, why does that need detailed? But as we get in closer to the finish, you're going to see some light wash marring. I particularly noticed some in around this bonnet badge, even before we had washed the car. So yeah, that, while it looks quite nasty, really is quite superficial and be pretty easy to deal with. But as we go further around the car, I'm expecting to see more in the areas where you would get more of a concentration of traffic film and dirt. And if you see, we'll bring this second light source in. There's definitely more defects to deal with, and I'm going to particularly expect that down in the doors, especially the lower we go. So all of this builds a picture of what exactly we're going to be dealing with, and this is going to help me come to a pad and polish choice. But all in all, while the car's pretty glossy, all of this is definitely robbing it of a finish that is going to be properly spectacular once we're done. So now you've seen what we're looking for when it comes to the condition of the paint. Basically, that's our starting point. We need to see how bad is it and where do we need to get it to. Now, how bad is it with this is it's really not all that bad, but it is, I'm sure, worse than you initially expected. When you seen that first bonnet shot, you would have thought that car's actually really good. And generally that's how it would present to most people, is that car is really good. But say the owner knows the potential of what we can do with the cars, and well, it could look so much better. I know it looks really glossy here, but all those little defects are robbing the true finish of this car. And this is what we have to decide. What do we use? How aggressive do we be? How aggressive is necessary? Now, I could crack in with the likes of this, which is a microfiber cutting pad, and that is going to be the most aggressive of pads that we could really choose to start in with this. And even then, we can play about with the aggression with the likes of how aggressive the polishes is. It's a two things that come together that make it as aggressive as you want or as least aggressive as you would like. But I don't think microfiber is the right choice for that, so we can get rid of that one. And then that leaves us with two more choices. The next one would be wool pads. Again, these are quite aggressive. You do have more scope for tuning the aggression with wool than what you would do with microfiber. But again, I don't think it's the right choice. And that leaves the last one. Now, this is a finishing pad. We definitely won't be going in with that to start with. But foam pads, I'm going to say possibly a Roots Yellow here and something medium aggression like this fine cut from Gtechniq, or maybe even some Meg's microfiber fluid. Either way, we want something that's got a lot of work time. With this being a solid red finish, micromarring, work marks, machining just defects, solid colours present a higher risk of that, and I want to avoid that if possible. So we'll go in on the softer side to begin with, and if needs be, we'll step things up. Kind of get a feel for things once you start machining, and you might go, hey, this was my call, but I think this could do it better, or whatever. We're going to make this a two-stage process regardless. First, we'll get what would be the heavy cutting. It's not going to be all that heavy in this car, but the defect removal stage out of the way, and then we'll worry about the really fine final finishing that really adds the gloss and makes that jaw-dropping finish that you're used to seeing on the channel. Let's see if my hunch is right. We'll get started with the machining and go from there. That rounds off the heavy cut or correction step on this lovely little GT4. Now, that polish and pad combination that we predicted at the start, which was a Roops Yellow and Koshkami Fine, it worked an absolute dream on the sort of upper panels in the car, so the bonnet, most of the roof, the top edges of the doors and wings, etc. But as we get further down the car and further back across the car, you could see the years of improper wash practice, where maybe not enough pre-wash and pre-rinsing has been involved, or maybe not just the right type of wash mitts, etc. But it had taken its toll lower down in the car. So rather than muck about, we decided we need to up that aggression, and we swapped the foam pad out for a Roops wool pad, and that was ideal. It's left the very faintest amount of micromarring in a few little spots, but we're going to spend the time really refining here so we can improve the finish even further than it is now. With paint correction, it's not just about getting the defects removed, it's about getting the paint to its true potential and its finish, its depth, its gloss. Once the defects are removed, this refining step is the key to unlocking all of that. It's just burnishing it to a high quality finish. And for that, we're going to be using Manzurna 3800. I love this product. There's loads of work time with it. It's just the right amount of abrasive to deal with that little bits of micromarring, but then allow us to break it down and give that extremely high gloss strip and wet finish. This is going to be also a straightforward process. We'll be using a very, very fine, soft red hex logic pad and just taking the time, letting it break down. So we will get the music on and just relax as we go through this. But it should really sharpen up the car, and then that'll be it ready for its final protection. That refining process did indeed sharpen this car up so much more. It's so vibrant now after that machine process. It just goes to show you the car that isn't, in all that bad a condition, still the end result is worth it. It's worth investing the time to get it looking as good as it does. As I say, the owner of this had several cars done with us. He knows what they expect. And well, I think he's going to be pretty pleased when he sees it. Now it's the important step though, and that's getting all the protection on the car, which to be fair, if it had been done the first time with the previous owner, it probably wouldn't be in the condition that it was in now, but it probably still would need a decon, some hydrophobic top up and things like that. But this time now, it's getting the proper protection and nothing but the best. So Gtechniq's Crystal Serum Ultra, XOV5, wheels with C5 wheel armour, and then we'll protect the glass as well, which to be fair is more about a driving aid than it is about protection. So let's get cracking with that, and then we'll finally get to see it finished.
Ready.
Protection night down, the GT4 is complete and it looks amazing. There's only one thing left to do, and I'll show you guys it finished. Now that is one car I'm going to be really sorry to see leave. Is there anything to not like about a GT4? They really are a special car. And that one in particular is a perfect example now. It turned out amazing. A car that wasn't that bad to begin with. It just shows how much that we can do whenever we invest time in really chasing finishing a car, and then importantly putting the right protection products on it. I already know before the customer even comes to this car, he's going to be over the moon with it. He knows what they expect from us by now, but still, it'll put a smile on his face. I'm pretty sure of that. So that's the end of another one. Thanks for watching. I always say it, please like and subscribe. It really helps keep us motivated doing these things, and your feedback will be much appreciated. This is a longer video we've probably done, and I don't know, is it too long for you guys? Would you like something shorter? We're up for all feedback, open and honest. All right, guys, catch you in another one.